All right, here we go with J, a weather balloon. Now, a weather balloon measures weather conditions higher up in the atmosphere. So, measures weather. I'm going to put high in big letters, high up in atmosphere. And these have a very interesting history. So each of these pictures in the assignment, you can click on and it will take you to a little video about the subject. So you can click on this and learn a little more about weather balloon history if you're interested. So these go up way high and tell you the weather up in the atmosphere. So that word atmosphere is pretty important in this definition. All right, number K, compass. This might not be a new word for you. A compass is a navigational instrument for finding directions. You have this probably if you have someone has a smartphone, navigation tool, or if you have something that helps your parents if they're driving, gives them directions. Navigational tool helps you find directions. There are digital ones, but they also have old school ones that are like this image. It's like a dial, and sailors would use these. They're pretty old. I don't know the exact history, but click on the image and see if you can find out a little more about the compass. Now, weather satellites, if we scroll up to letter L, weather satellites are used to photograph and track large-scale air movements. Then meteorologists compile and analyze the data with the help of computers. So weather satellites, I'm just going to put the obvious from the picture. In space, they photograph, and I can put large scale, like over continents. Large scale air moving. Okay, so from outer space, they're looking at the air and they're taking photographs. And then the meteorologists, computers help analyze or just think about, look for patterns in the data that they collect. Both pronunciations are correct. The last tool is one you guys all have, your eyes. So your eyes are one of the best ways to help detect the weather. Always keep an eye at the sky and you'll usually be on top of weather conditions. So just observe. All right, good note taking. I know that was a lot, but this is good practice for you as you get into upper grades and you do a lot more reading to learn. If you want to know even more about weather tools, continue and read on your own about radar. You don't need to take notes about radar, but you might be interested. This is an important and more modern weather tool used by meteorologists. I'll go ahead and read it to you if you want it read to you, but you may also stop the video now if you prefer. What is radar? Radar is an electronic instrument which determines the direction and distance of objects that reflect radio energy back to the radar site. It stands for radio detection and ranging. This is what meteorologists use to see rain or snow. And here's what radar looks like. What is Doppler radar? Doppler radar detects precipitation intensity. So how hard or how light water is falling from the sky. Wind direction and speed, and provides estimates of hail size and rainfall amounts. Doppler radio gives forecasters the capability of providing early detection of severe thunderstorms that may bring strong, damaging winds, large hail, heavy rain, and possibly tornadoes. Combined with satellites, radar gives forecasters the ultimate tools to provide accurate forecasts and advanced severe weather warnings. How does Doppler radar work? Doppler radar gets its name from the Doppler effect. Have you ever listened to a train whistle as it was coming toward you? You probably noticed that the pitch of the whistle changed as the train passed you and moved away. This change in the frequency of sound, and you can see that frequency here with the green wavy line, that the change in the frequency of sound is called the Doppler effect. Doppler radar measures the changes in the frequency of the signal it receives to determine the wind. And what is Nexrad Radar? The National Weather Service has installed a new type of Doppler radar called Nexrad Radar. Nexrad stands for Next Generation Radar. This radar produces many different views of storms and rain that allows meteorologists to determine if a storm could be severe. All right, great note taking, guys. Great learning some new information, and awesome job. Remember to click the blue submit and share your notes with your teacher.